This here is from Pop Crave. It has no actual article, but let's get into some comments and a few things about Armie. Armie Hammer reveals to Piers Morgan that Johnny Depp has been in touch with him since his career was derailed. Off the bat, there's no way to know that's true unless Johnny himself confirms it. And of course, they use an odd picture of Johnny when he was having some beers with Ed Sheeran and Russell Crowe, little tipsy. They don't use one of those good photos in a suit at an award ceremony or something, but okay. This here is pretty new from The Vulture from July 19th. They get into some allegations against Arnie. That's not what this video is about, but to put in some context, I want to talk about it for a brief minute. If you know Colonel Kurtz, she's been talking about this too. They have an old post of his. It seems possibly political to me. He says in 2020 we didn't know what we were dealing with. Now we know the enemy. Seems political. That could be one reason people don't like him or think negatively of him. The allegations begin in 2021. And as you can see, they go down the line here. January 28th, February 1st, February 3rd, February 7th, March 18th, March 31st. There's a lot going on. He's accused of the R word. Okay. I'm not here to say what's true and false. I'm just saying there's a lot out there against him. He's someone who's been accused multiple times. Some things not as serious as others. They say he was involved with sexual acts like BDSM and biting. Okay. And again, the list is long of allegations. So that's established. To be clear, I'm not saying what's true and false about him, but when you've got this many allegations against you and you bring up Johnny, I don't think it's a good thing. I think you should be a little bit more careful and not involve someone unless you've got the proof to show it. If he recorded a conversation with Johnny, I would think that was absolutely an atrocious thing to do, but he would have some proof to back up his words at least. If you're going to name drop someone who's also got a big reputation, you gotta have the evidence. But okay, let's see what some people are saying. By the way, this is from Reddit. It's got 1,200 likes, which indicates around 10,000 views or more. So people start answering. Johnny's best friends forever with Manson. Just throw him in the mix. He's putting together a team. That was the first thought that popped into my head when I saw the headline. So does this person mean that Armie Hammer is getting Johnny Depp on his team now? And why would Johnny do that? I think the implication is that Johnny Depp was really guilty, so now he's gonna help other guilty men. Sounds like science fiction, man. Of course he is. Harmful creeps of a feather and all that. I also keep seeing Depp in a lot of photos lately, which is only helpful when you need your day ruined. And by the way, this is not necessarily a pro-Amber site. This is just a Reddit thread on a regular forum. Yes, we're counting on Piers Morgan. Steaming pile of shit. The 3. Piers Morgan as well. I think Piers is alright. I mean, he says what he thinks, and he does take both sides of the aisle for the most part. But I digress. FS men always flock together and protect each other. Historically, that's how they've always gotten away with shit. No one has more solidarity with each other than shitty white men. With the white again, all these people who support Amber, they generally have the whole anti-white thing going on. I gotta talk about it, man. I can't go years and years and reading this white, white, white and not voice my opinion, you know? Come on. If you want to think someone's an abuser for whatever reason, I guess that's your right, but leave race out of it. Because when other races are brought up about other things, you say, oh, that's racist. So, which is it? Judging by the individual or judging by race? Make up your mind. So, I'd say a double negative for this person, not a Johnny fan, and bringing race into the story. I have a distinct feeling we'll see Arnie go full right-wing and try to grift off the anti-woke, anti-cancel culture alpha male script. What makes me think that? Vibes mostly. Well, here's the thing about that. No matter what side you're on, if it's far left or far right, if you've got good evidence, credible evidence, I'm listening. So if Arnie wants to go far right or far left or whatever, it still just depends on the non-partisan evidence he's got. If he's got some kind of videos, audio, pictures, proving things that were said against him are wrong, he could have whatever politics he wants. The evidence speaks for itself. Right. Also Russell Brand, who's of course some kind of a take advantage guy too. It's pretty much like everybody. It's pretty much like almost every celebrity dude has some kind of past where they've been this bad person. So I'm just thinking like probability-wise, it doesn't work so well. I'm not saying it's all fake. I'm sure some is true. I'm sure out of the ones accused, there are some bad apples, but it can't be all of them. It doesn't make sense. What does make sense is when you don't like someone famous, it's very easy to put out allegations and ruin them even before any evidence, proof, or court. That is easy. That anyone can do. And as you can see, the comments go on for a while and they're mostly negative. Now, I know what some people are going to say because I get this comment daily, leave Johnny Depp alone. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. But what I do is I report the current news. And this is 2 days ago. It's very recent. This is what's happening. I report a lot of positivity on Johnny, his trends, at least once a week or something like that, his concerts, all of it. But I got to report what I see as far as the negativity for awareness. All right? You don't want people to be unaware of what's going on, of the hate that's continuing to flow. So when people say leave Johnny alone, I'm with you. But at the same time, I'll be reporting on what's out there in the media. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time. This here is from Pop Crave. They have no article. They post this. Armie Hammer reveals to Piers Morgan that Johnny Depp has been in touch with him since his career was derailed. Armie Hammer tells Paul Morgan. Who's Paul Morgan? What the fuck, man? Where does this shit come from? Paul Morgan. It's my middle name. Take two.